what about my shoes? Well, hey y'all, Dan here. Not out on the trail today. I want to share with you some things that I'm learning as I'm preparing to get ready for my next hike. Whenever I get into camp, I always just take and loosen my shoes a little bit and let my feet sort of breathe. Other people have camp shoes, and I have to say that I get a little jealous because I would love to get out of these shoes. I can't stand to walk barefoot. That really hurts. What do I do? Well, I think I have the answer. SEEKWAY Shoes reached out and asked me if I would test out some of their shoes. And these are going to be my new camp shoes and water crossing shoes. They're a wet shoe. They have a quick drying mesh upper. Have this sole that has really amazing grip to it. Has these toe cleats, sort of make me think of my Ultras in a way. Very lightweight, and they're also very flexible. You can roll that up, stick that down in your bag, or it's very flat. I'm going to put it in the outside pocket of my backpack. Getting ready to go to the Wind River Range. There I'll use these shoes as my camp shoes. And then in 2 months, in October, I'm planning to do the Ozark Highlands Trail. The Ozark Highlands Trail is known for its waterfalls. It's also known for the number of wet crossings that we have to do as we go across that 164-mile hiking trail. So I'm going to take these with me, and I'll bring you back reports of how these hold up, both as camp shoes and as water shoes. SEEKWAY Shoes also gave me an opportunity to pass on savings to you. I think they're around $31, but if you use Wandering 20, Wandering the number 20, you'll get 20% off of their price. Show you a tent hack that is saving me a lot of money. And then I just want to introduce you to some amazing people that are in this hiking community of ours. This hack has to deal with my tent. I want you to look at the floor. This is Kansas wind that's just blowing the floor up. I've done videos of setting up your tent in the wind. I was looking at getting a different tent for next year because of this. I'm trying to lighten my load, but also trying to get something that would be more manageable in all kinds of different weather. I first saw this hack down on Cumberland Island when my friend Jason of Jason Outdoors showed what he did to his Zpacks Duplex Tent. Then I found this video by Pierce Clark, and I'll put a link to that video in the description of this one. He did a great job of describing exactly how he went about setting up his tent with the similar hack that Jason had shown me. Now I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to lay out some of the materials that you're going to need for this hack. These loops you can get from Zpacks. I have 6 of these loops. They're on a Dyneema sticky back, and I'll show you how we're going to use those. You're going to need to get some of these shock cord clamps, some clips. Your shock cord runs through there and it holds it in place. You'll need 4 of these. Of course, need shock cord. And this is what you will do. You'll cut 2 pieces to 6 inches in length. So you want 2 of these, 6 inches long. And then you want 4 that are cut to 18-inch lengths. After you've cut them, you'll want to take and burn the ends so they don't fray. So just burn them just a little bit to get so they don't fray on you, and let that cool off. You're going to want a box. This box is about 6 inches in width. 6 to 8 inch height is what you're going to want for a box. When you put your box in the corner, you can see that it makes the bathtub floor nice and taut. Take your loop and peel the back off. Now with the loop facing down, you're going to want to get to this as close to the bottom of your floor as you can, and lift this up just a little bit and put this right on that bottom seam, if you can get it there. Right on the corner, the loop facing down. Just bring it up, put this across. When you get to this side, there's a little bit of a loop, a little bit of a split here that you want to sort of fold this up and over it to get it nice, like that. Just like that. See that corner? You can see how that's nice and taut right there. And I've got those loops on each of the corners, and also here on the sides. I'll show you how you put these shock cords in place. There are, of course, many ways to do this, but what I do is I take and make a loop with the shock cord and run the loop through that little loop, and then just bring it back on itself to tie it in place. Just like that. Put the shock cord through the shock cord lock. Give yourself some space. Bring it around the stake. Bring it back through the shock cord lock. And put it in place. And then here on the sides, using the 6 inches of shock cord, and honestly, I would probably have changed this and make it more like 10 inches. It would be easier to tie it that way. I just run it through the loop and then just put an overhand knot right here in the end. And finally, you take this little loop and you put that through your trekking pole. With each of the corners staked out, your floor is much better. I have really enjoyed this duplex tent. It's big enough that I can sleep in there comfortably. I can get all of my gear inside. This is going on its 3rd season, and it's still like new. And I think with these modifications on it, it's going to do me well for what I need for the foreseeable future. It's been a while since I talked about some of my hiking buddies. And stickers. Well, John from Senior Hiker 77 made me these stickers, Hike Life, and put my Wandering Monk on the bottom of it. John, thank you so much. There's my sticker. And if you're interested in getting one of those, you got to send me a note and let me know that you'd like to have one of my stickers, and I'd be glad to send you one. Some of my other hiking friends have sent me things in the last several weeks. I just want to show my appreciation to them by sharing them with you. First, Tim and Nicole. Nicole's channel is Nicole's Hikes a Lot. She has wonderful videos that she does. Lots of fun to watch her. She goes to some beautiful places. She has a great sense of humor, and her and Tim are just two of my favorite people. And Nicole paints rocks, and she painted this bluebird here for me and sent that to me several weeks ago. And it's just gorgeous. It's one of my favorite. Keep it on my desk. It just reminds me when I'm not outside where I want to be. So thank you, Nicole and Tim, for that. Jeff Dorsett from Osawatomie. I met him when I began the Flint Hills Trail. And Jeff, he gave me this sticker. So Jeff, thank you. Thank you for that. And then one of the kindest gifts, and I think one of the most special gifts that I've ever received, came from a couple that I met while I was hiking the Flint Hills Trail. I was going up to Ottawa, and as I'm hiking in toward the town, a couple comes riding their bicycles down the trail, sees me, stops and talks, and we have become just special friends. And Dan and Denise Metrovic are just wonderful, the kindest folks. They hosted me for a book signing of my book, School by the Smokies. And then Dan, who is a guitar maker, and he always also makes these really different instruments, string instruments called a diddle bow. You probably heard of it. I hadn't before. And I grew up in the South. He knows how to play it. I don't, but I'm going to share some music from a diddle bow with you as we show you this special gift that he gave me. He made me this diddle bow. It's just a one-string instrument, and it's got my logo on it. See that? It's a hiking cane. It's a walking cane, and it's also a musical instrument. Made out of a cigar box. Told you I couldn't play it, but listen to this. Well, there you have it. I've shared with you my tent. I've shared with you my SEEKWAY shoes. Talked a little bit about some friends on my trail. And before I go, stay safe, stay healthy. You stay on the path, and God bless you.